It feels so amazing. I feel like even the song, if you're going down, I'm going down too. It is about celebration of being a community, and I think that's what we did on the stage tonight, and I really hope that that transcended to people as well, and it felt like it did.
Absolutely. And if there's one thing, do not mess with the LGBTQ plus community, okay? We're here, we're queer, get used to it, baby.
Kelsea Ballerini, apparently a well-known American country pop star, is making big news due to her tone-deaf performance with drag queens at the 2023 Country Music Awards show, just days after a transgender man shot and killed 6 people at a Christian school in Nashville, Tennessee. But is she tone-deaf? Or am I tone-deaf and oblivious to the fact of how, highly valued the trans community is in our society? I mean, I guess it's people like me. I just don't get it. Now, what I do see is the double standard and special treatment the LGBTQ plus community and their advocates receive in the society. Regardless about, their claims of being oppressed and saying, they're fighting for trans rights because they have all the rights and abilities they need in this particular society. Like they say, go by what people do, not what people say. And what they do here, or what they're doing here, as well as the advocates are doing, is going about things with such a prideful manner, with very little pushback, to where not only the media is supporting them, supporting them hard after the whole tragic events that happened a week earlier in Nashville, but also the Country Music Awards show. And think about it, the lyrics to the song that was performed, it goes, if you go down, I'm going down too. I mean, that could be taken in many different ways, but I'm sure what she basically meant is that she basically supports the movement 100%, which is okay in her personal opinion. But for the award show to do this, I mean, this basically just adds to the whole credence and evidence that the LGBTQ plus lifestyle is what they want for all of society to conform to. Because not only did the award show celebrate drag queens, but apparently at the beginning of the show, this same performer, Kelsea Ballerini, she made a statement in regards to more gun control.
On March 27th, 2023, 3 9-year-olds, Evelyn Dickhouse, William Kinney, and Hallie Scruggs, along with Dr. Catherine Kuntz, Cynthia Peak, and Mike Hill, walked into the Covenant School and didn't walk out. The community of sorrow over this and the 130 mass shootings in the U.S. this year alone stretches from coast to coast. Tonight's broadcast is dedicated to the ever-growing list of families, friends, survivors, witnesses, and responders whose lives continue to forever be changed by gun violence. I pray deeply that the closeness and the community that we feel through the next few hours of music can soon turn into action, like real action.
Real action? What action? If anything, from the gun control angle, this tragedy, it basically tells me that the school should have had a SRO, a school resource officer on campus there to protect the school with what? A gun. I mean, even the police stated that the shooter had another target, but didn't act on it because of it being a more secure location. I mean, that's common sense. So this tragic event, if anything, it just advocates for more security in schools, more security with officers with guns, and not the other way around. But, of course, as we know, the media, they will always advocate for more gun control and not focus on the individual. I mean, think about it. It's been a week now, and the manifesto has not been made public. And according to the FBI, they're completing an in-depth analysis before releasing the manifesto. So we'll see. But if anything's redacted, then they can't be surprised if people come to their own conclusion. Now back to the CMT award show. They stated that the celebration of the drag queens at the award show was not in any way to be insensitive to the mass shooting that happened last week, but it was to defend drag shows and drag queens due to the recent bill in Tennessee, Senate Bill 3, which basically bans drag shows in front of children. I mean, this obviously is sick. Why would you want to fight and advocate to have drag shows showing in front of kids? I think we all know why. And all I can say is, you ain't getting my kid. This is just like the whole Florida parental rights and education bill that happened last year, where the media basically labeled that bill or named it the Don't Say Gay bill, knowing that it has nothing to do about eradicating or disowning gay people, but it has to do with not allowing schools to teach gender dysphoria ideologies to children from kindergarten to 3rd grade. I mean, it's just me, but isn't that common sense?
I was gonna say the magnitude of that moment was not lost on us watching backstage. What do you want fans to know? What do you want those at home to know after that performance?
Just like all these amazing country music artists, we drag queens are also artists, and we deserve a space to be ourselves, express ourselves, and create something wonderful for everyone to enjoy.
Any opportunity for us to share our gift with the world is a blessing. So it is more of us having a message to bless other people. It's not bad. It's all good. It's all love. It's all total liberation, and then that's what the arts is all about.
And most adults, including myself, have no problem with that. Go ahead, have fun. Just leave the kids alone. But if you notice there, he said for everyone to enjoy. Everyone. So he most likely sees nothing wrong in performing drag in front of kids. And apparently, the Country Music Award Show, they support this as well. And at the end of the day, that's what drag shows are pretty much all about. It's a theatrical minstrel show where biological men perform cosplay of overly sexualized females. From prosthetic boobs and prosthetic butts, to heavy makeup and exotic dancing. And once again, that's cool if you're an adult that, that likes that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But what value does that bring to a child? None. And I think we all know that. So, like I said, I must be tone deaf because I don't get it. I mean, could any of you explain this to me? Think about it. How can 3 kids get killed by a transgender a week earlier, and then a week later, a music award show is advocating for gun control and the ability for drag queens to perform in front of kids? I mean, it's a head scratcher. I mean, what am I missing? What's wrong with me?